Hi, this is Matt from MyDomini, and I've just updated my Streak to 2.1, and I'm going to show you some of the headline and features. First of all, this is the new lock screen. Just slides to unlock. First thing you'll notice is I've got a live wallpaper running, because all the live wallpapers are now supported. On the home screen now, the icons still have these little black gradient backgrounds, but you can now only fit 6 going across, so you can see they're quite spread out, which is a bit of a weird design decision, really. It might be have something to do with the two Facebook and Twitter apps, which I think these widgets are the actual official ones that come with Android, and they now fill up the space quite nicely, instead of the native Dell ones that we got with 1.6. This is the power widget down here. This has changed quite a bit. Still does the same thing though. Also, various icons on the home screen have changed as well. For wallpapers, you can now only have one wallpaper for the entire home screen, but you can have a live wallpaper, and there's quite a few to choose from. There's the familiar Nexus one, but you can't have different wallpapers for different home screens now, like you could on the original Dell. The original stock one that I got with it was the old O2 wallpaper, but spread out much wider, so that it covered the whole screen as it moved along. This is probably the one which the official update will come with as well, I'd imagine. Another thing I want to show you, the browser. The browser has changed. This is the new bookmarks tab. It's giving you little thumbnails of each of your bookmarks, a bit like Google Chrome. The address bar at the top is a lot thinner, and also it now sticks to the top of the web page, so as you scroll up you actually get to see the entire page now, instead of having this address bar always taking up a little bit of space. Also, as you scroll, you get this little zoom in and zoom out buttons pop up, but they are a little bit pointless obviously, because you can still pinch to zoom as you like. But the address bar moving around with the page is definitely a welcome addition, because it used to always stick at the top. Something else, the gift gaff, or the carrier status area, now brings up recent applications instead of the home screens, which is sort of why you can't change wallpapers. The old menu is exactly the same. You can have like a list of commonly used apps, and you can scroll around. For pre-installed apps, it came with Amazon MP3. That was it really. Oh, Quick Office Touchdown, and this thing here called Sugar Sync, which I haven't really experimented with yet. The dialer is now changed. It's now kind of built into the contacts. Really, you've just got this phone tab and this contacts tab, and you can switch between them to do whatever you want. So I'm gonna call my girlfriend. There we go, just there. The camera app's been updated. It now has this drawer, which I always struggle to remove. There you go. And flash mode still only on or off. You haven't got auto yet. That comes with 2.2. Video. You switch it into video. There we go. Just show you it is working. 720p up in the top left there. So we've got the 720p recording fully enabled. The main thing which has impressed me about this is that we now have full multi-touch support, which in Gadget actually said we didn't have, and so that means that that's interesting, that's the wrong way around. I'm pressing the one on the right and it's turning it down. But it means on something like Spyro I can now run around and jump at the same time. Whereas before you were restricted to only one touch at a point, and it made a lot of basically all all emulated games pretty much unplayable apart from the really basic ones. But all the buttons work. I can touch them all at the same time and stuff. So this should hopefully really blow open and emulated games on the Dell Streak. I mean, definitely got to be one of the biggest screens you can do this sort of thing on an Android device at the minute. Oh, that's that. In installing the update, it did actually wipe everything on my phone, which is a bit of a kick, but it's definitely worth it. I used this app here called My Backup Pro to restore everything, and despite its horrendous user interface, it did pretty much everything, and it even updated some save files, which I thought was a nice touch. Yeah, all of the apps which I had downloaded in the past, even the ones I'd paid for, they appeared in the downloads. None of these have really been added. They're all still there when I signed in with my Google account, which didn't take long. So yeah, you have a lot of downloading to do to update everything, and you have to start signing into everything again. But if you use a program like My Backup Pro, it means you're not going to lose anything at all. And of course, things like pictures and stuff like that are all on the SD card anyway, so there's nothing lost there. But they are the main features of the new Android update. The main one for me is multi-touch, because it means it's opened up a lot more possibilities and a lot more applications, and especially for gaming it's great as well. I'll just show you the keyboard as well. Yeah, this is the keyboard as previously seen on Engadget. It doesn't have the caps lock button anymore, it doesn't have the numpad, and it doesn't have the arrow keys. The arrow keys were missed them quite a bit, because they were good for when you're typing, and you could like just delete and then or just move back to correct yourself. But now you're just gonna have to either try and paw away at it until you actually get the cursor in the right place, or you're just gonna have to delete it and start the word again, which is a bit of a comeback if anything. So yeah, it's definitely worth the update. I haven't really done any official benchmarks on it yet, but it has a lot more UI features. You do lose a few things. The keyboard is something you're never going to get the old keyboard back, really, and the home screen icons, you can now only fit 6 going across, so I've had to rearrange my home screens a bit, which is why they're a little bit sporadic at the minute. But it's definitely going to be worth the update if you don't mind wiping the device. I'm not sure if the official update for Mode 2, when it is released officially at the end of the month, will prevent wiping your device or not, but I would definitely say the O2 update is going to be pretty much how this update was, purely because it came with the O2 branded wallpaper in it. And so that's the Dell Streak 2.1 update.